Hi everyone, this is Big Daddy once again from Alliance 123 C5. Just picking up from where I left off in my last video. I kind of ended abruptly, and that's not on purpose. I don't have a professional setup. I screen record from my phone, so sometimes it kind of just automatically decides to end the video. Anyway, so we're gonna, as I said, pick up exactly where I left off. So I was talking about the dragon, and yeah, so on dragon, flat refines. It's all about flats when it comes to T1 defense. Now, what we're gonna talk about as well is your troop layering, right? That's another confusion. How much troops should you build or not build, right? So when it comes to T1. As I said, in my first video, I spoke about that I personally like and use T1 calves. So I have 1 billion. It sounds like an outrageous number. And maybe a year ago, if you told me, I would say that's an outrageous number. But with the update of K45, it really did change everything. So before you could build 100, 200 mil, you're okay. Now you need at least 500 million to all the way to 2 billion. And the more, the better. Okay. So, but say you're just starting off, 500 million or 1 billion can sound daunting. And this is just, you have to slowly build it up. If you use Android, there's softwares like Auto Clicker that will, you set up the clicks and it will automatically train for you. It's a slow process, but once you get there, it will make all the difference when you are in Battlefield or SVS, right? So minimum 500 million, but at least once you reach that 100 mil, 200 mil size of T1, you'll be able to take shots from not K45s. It will hurt you, but say K41s and 42s, not everyone can just one-shot a T1 trap. So, but eventually make that target. You need to reach 500 to 1 billion. And then once you reach, say, 1 billion, you can build 100 to 200 mil T2 calves and then 50 to 100 mil T3 calves. And that should be enough to sustain you, it should be enough to protect you from a lot of big solos. And I will go through some reports and I'll show you some of my reports. And now what about the other troops, right? I personally think before you could just get away with 100, 150 K troops. But now I would say that at least a minimum of 250 to 500K layers, and all the way up to your highest tier, right? So that's pretty much it. T1, T2, and T3 calves, you build them up, and the rest, all 500K. And eventually, when you decide to grow and, in size and keep, and you want to become not a T1 trap, but like someone who uses T1 defense, but also uses higher tier troops, you can plan on building your top troops. So that's done. Now, another thing that is super important when it comes to your building a good T1 defense, I would say, is having good debuffs. So my previous video about T1 that I made 1 year ago, I didn't concentrate too much on debuffs, but given that now we have K45s with like 5,500, 6,000 attack buffs, as a low coiner or free to play, you can't debuff the half of that, right? But at least get your debuffs high so that you can take hits from big whales. And not everyone has 5-6K buffs, but having debuffs just softens the blow on you a little bit, right? And the rest of the work is done by your T1s. So best free to play, as you can see, I myself am rocking the free to play. sub generals, and those are Neros and AJ and 60. You can avoid 60 and just build up Nero and AJ, and you can have some premium generals as well that I'm sure everyone gets here and there. You get one Baldwin or like a Nordic Barbarian or like a Mark Anthony. The base skill book is pretty good, decent. So you can, other than your Nero and Andrew Jacksons, you can use some premium generals in the mix as well. As you can see, for example, Mark Anthony reduces enemy range troop attack by 35%, ground troop and mounted troop HP by 10%. That's pretty decent. So yeah, make sure you are doing your debuff generals before, I would say, doing your duty generals. So when it comes to ascending generals, my personal belief, if you're specifically sticking to being a T1 trap, I would say do your defense general first, then your sub generals, and then you can go to your duty generals and maybe put one red star on each, right? That's how I suggest. You can do as you please. Like, you can do your defense general, then do the duty generals, maybe put one red star and then move to sub generals. But I highly recommend, with the buffs we have at this current stage of the game, do your debuff generals first before you start touching your doing your duty generals. And yeah, if you're low coiner or free to play, it's gonna be tough. At least for a low coiner, it will be slow, but for a free to play player, it's gonna be tough. I understand, but that's just the game, right? So that pretty much covers everything regarding T1. I'm just gonna check the time. So we have spoken about your defense general, your gear, refines, layering, and your sub generals. So let's have a look at some of the reports that I have. Now, early on, when I was looking through to check what reports I have, I noticed that I have a lot of reports that are rallies on me, right? See, the thing is, I'm grown to a size where I can't be just soloed, right? One tapped. So I get rallied a lot, and we are a big team. So whenever we face other teams in battlefields, we basically face K40, like big teams like us, and like K45s and K44s and all that. So I think I found one or two here and there that were solos on me. I was, of course, smaller, so this is not like a definitive, this is how exactly your results will look. It depends on a lot of things, your debuffs, your buffs, and how much T1 you have. But let's have a look. All right, so this one, that one. See, as you can see, I'm at 2 billion. I was, when I bought the account here, it was a K37, about 3.1 billion. So this was very early on. Not this one. Any other solos? That one was a decent solo. I probably didn't. I probably was 1.4 billion, so I did lose a lot at that stage, so that's not that good. All right, this is a big one. So yeah, 300 mil lost, and this one he hit me with a ground march, and that probably hurt me a bit, given that my size is small, so I probably don't have much layers. This one was again very good. At this stage, how much T1 did I have? As you can see, I didn't really ghost too many stuff, but he did get, I wasn't able to ghost my archers. So I was never really a T1 trap. I am a rally joiner, so I am constantly joining, archer, siege, ground. Like, I'm basically a rally joiner. I'm not someone who holds portals. Normally in our alliance, our T1 traps, they hold They really help us a lot with the portals. They're the best, and I've seen them take some really good hits from massive keeps, and because they have like 1 billion, like one of them has 1.5 billion, and really he's with, especially with reinforcements. And I know a lot of people I've heard be like, oh, you this report is with reinforcements, you're not that strong. Honestly, that's part of the game. Now we're going, we have so many big alliances in C5, even C6. A lot of big teams are starting to form. You will get rallied, and the only way to defend against a rally by yourself is either coin a lot, like spend thousands of dollars, or get reinforcements with decent T1 wall, and you'll be able to defend against, medium-sized rallies. That's another thing. So here I can see that I just started building T2, and I have 400 mil. I'm pretty sure I had a bit more. I'm missing some here. These are very old. These are us rallying this guy. Let's find some other nice ones. My hair. Okay, that was a rally on me. Bored to death. That's a rally on me. Sorry guys, I am trying to look for, I think I recognize one or two here and there that did hit me solo, so I'll tell you. Another rallies, too many rallies, man. That was a solo. What was his buffs back then? Yeah, my buffs weren't that great either. I think I was just building K39 or something. What is this? 2600, not a lot, but I probably wasn't ghosting much. Yeah, I wasn't ghosting much of my siege at that stage. Okay, this is another one with reinforcements. This was a K44, pretty strong guy. He hit me with 3387 cav. Yeah, and I had a reinforcements. It wasn't by design. It's just the K45 in our group, in our alliance. Just see, she always sends me a. Whenever I drop Apple, I'm like, just send me your ground march, and I should be fine. And I honestly did. I think I did pretty good. Let's have a look. Kratos, another very strong, well-known player in C5. Very strong, but yep, I did survive. I think I had decent. I wasn't ghosting here. I know this is from Clash of Civilization or something. I can't remember, but yeah, I wasn't ghosting much, and I think at this stage I had a decent amount. Yeah, I just built 1 billion T1, and yeah, I didn't get zeroed. Lucky me. All right, this is a funny one. I'm just double checking. So I ported to, this was in SVS. I ported to enemy server to hit a keep. And after I hit it, as I was trying to port back, this K45 hit me. I wasn't ghosted or anything. I was pretty proud of myself actually, because these are like against a massive coiner like that. Yeah, some people will look at this report and be like, that's not that great. You lost a lot. But, there was a stage when I would have gotten zeroed by this kind of hit. So, yeah, 3700 siege. And I know why I lost. And this was a very interesting report. I lost 1.1 because her siege also hit my archers, which was insane. Very strong player. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not going to go through each and every one. As I said, there is a lot of these are like all rallies. So this was a decent rally too. Very strong but small rally, about 18-19 million. So that's why it didn't hurt me much. But as I said, if you have a very decent, like big T1 wall with fair bit of reinforcements, you can even start taking smaller rallies. Now you need to know, or you need to find out what is the amount of rally you can take. So is it 30 mil, is it 40 mil? I know I can't take more than 45 million rallies. Some 50, I think I've taken 50 max and it hurts, but I've noticed 45 mil I'm pretty safe and I'm good. So you need to figure that out. Anyways, look, if I missed something, let me know in the comments, and if this video helps you out, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. And yeah, if you have any video ideas or anything, let me know, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye.